And the 2026 CrossFit Copa Sur is underway. Second event for the teams. Today, teams will have to work hard in this next workout. So it's our Move Max workout. Ma, tell us, what do they have to do?
Yeah, they gotta do 240 feet of synchro bear hug carry, then 400 double unders, but with a twist. An athlete has to hold the bear hug, the sandbag, while the other athletes performing the double unders. And then bike, and almost the same as the athletes, but a little bit different. And we have in this heat, in lane one, CrossFit. In lane one, in lane one, in lane one, in lane one.
In lane one, CrossFit Inshore, Team Adoc, CrossFit Clan, Soaring Soul Dragons, CrossFit Toluca, R1, CrossFit Ponta Negra, Quintal, Tupan CrossFit, and Mapaná CrossFit.
Athletes are getting ready. This is going to be a test of resistance. So this is going to be a test of resistance, and they might become friends with the sandbags once they cannot let go of the sandbag. They have to hold it.
I feel like the team's workout this time is going to be a bit harder.
Yeah, it's hard because if you are an individual in this kind of workout, you go your own pace. In a team, you have to wait for the others. Maybe you are ready to jump and do the double unders, but your friend is not ready to hold the sandbag. So this is hard.
A lot of communication skills going on here.
Yeah. We are going to see a race in this arena right now. There they go. A man, a woman, they both have to perform this sandbag hug carry together. Almost running.
Yeah, they're moving really fast. Team Colombia.
They also have 25 minutes to complete the workout. It all comes out to the strategy and to the communication part, because this is not an easy workout. So,
Ma, you have been in this arena before. So if you would give a tip for these athletes, what would you say?
yeah, communicate, be calm, because everything goes south, not because you made a mistake, but because what you do after you made a mistake. If you let your hair go like, oh my God, I didn't have to put this down, couldn't have a break, you are going to be like lost in the workout. So be calm, be composed, communicate. In the end, everything goes fine.
Athletes on their double unders.
Back in 2023, we had
First team moving on ahead. This is Soul Dragon. Soaring Soul Dragon.
in 2023, as I was saying, we had an workout where an athlete had to be holding the sandbag while the other one was jumping, and it was awful. I could do this on the arena, and I can say, you guys, it was really, really difficult. Not only one athlete has to hold the bag right now, but two of them.
This is the case where you are still, but your heart rate is really high because you're doing a
Yeah, you
lot
are
of
tense all the time. You do not relax. But the best part is they don't have to perform all the ball unders together.
Soaring Soul Dragon moving, taking the lead again.
The 400 double unders are to be shared between athletes, so they can really move fast.
Top 3 teams in this workout are Soaring CrossFit Toe Dragons, CrossFit Toluca, and R1.
This is the first heat of 3 for the teams. Long way to go.
3 minutes in. Soaring, Soul Dragons, and Toluca moving first.
As you can see, they try to hold to their bag. Quintal moving also. You see Thaisa there for Quintal performing their double unders with the green tops.
Athletes hold this bag in different ways.
Yeah, it's hard because it compresses your chest, so it's harder to breathe.
Some athletes, they are bending their knees. Some athletes are bending their backs.
What we cannot see there is just resting the sandbag on your legs. This we cannot see. It's like no rep. So they can bend their knees a little bit and maybe put their trunks. This is the last set for them. So far, we haven't seen much of a separation here. I think this is going to happen on the total bar and the bike portion of this workout. Since you women and men have to perform the meters on the bike, but they have to choose wisely, because men does for the men they have to perform 3 kilometers and women 2, while the other ones are doing the total bar portion.
Yeah, this is a little bit different from the individual event, right? Because you have 2 parts of the workout happening at the same time. It's 160 toast bars.
And what is interesting here is that they can share the volume of kilometers on the bike, so they can push a little bit harder. If you were going to see the screen, we are probably going to see the cadence a little bit higher if you would compare it with the individuals. But this is happening because they can share, so they make an effort and then rest. They don't have to do everything by themselves.
So only one athlete rests while the other 3 are doing something, or doing toast bars, or biking. This means it has to be intense. It's not a steady pace as we saw in the individuals.
This happens normally when you are competing in teams, right? This kind of go and rest throughout the workout. So they can share and change athletes however they want on the total bar. But if they start the bike with athletes, they have to finish that section with this same athlete, not the same athlete specifically, but if they started with girls, they have to finish the girls because of the volume they have to perform girls have to do 2,000 kilometers and guys 3,000 kilometers. Let's see which female girls are going to finish first. Haven't seen any hands up so far. And there it is, lane 6. AR1 just finishing their set of 2,000 kilometers for the girls on a bike.
Followed by Toluca and Soul Dragon. So that's why now you see more girls on the toast bars.
Yes. They are probably going to finish the total bar almost at the same time in the bike, maybe even before. Just because of how they can share that volume. Almost every team already with the male pair working on their set of 3,000 kilometers on a bike.
It must be interesting to see teams discussing their strategies for this one.
Yeah. They have probably tested and see how the sharing part was going to be, but when you are on the arena, on the floor, things can happen differently and you have to be able to adjust. This is why, as I said, to be calm and composed and communicate in a calm way is a great strategy for teams. It's something that teams have to be aware of. Let's see which team is going to finish their
R1 CrossFit athletes, girls are moving really fast on those bars.
The girls there finished first, but maybe the guys are not doing the same. Let's see. We are seeing a scream from a male athlete, but he has already moved past the half of this length, but couldn't see from whom.
None of the teams have finished any of the parts just yet.
CrossFit Ponta Negra jumping to the bar to continue those total bar.
Right now it's quite hard to understand what's going on, who is leading, who is not leading.
We already have 12 minutes in. They have to do everything back down.
Hands up for R1.
They still have to finish those total bar to advance.
So they finish the bike first.
This is why communication have to happen, because, I mean, when you are there on a bike, maybe you don't have to go as fast as you could because you'll have to wait for the other athletes to finish. This is something tricky when you are competing as a team.
Hands up for Ponta Negra.
And also Soul Dragons, they already finished and they are advancing.
They're
CrossFit
leading.
starting Soul Dragon.
There was a bit of a confusion, mess up there, where to do the double unders.
But they are leading. They are the first team to advance to the double unders. Coming there also Quintal and Mapa na CrossFit, neck and neck. Toluca also advancing to their first set of double unders. This is really a test of endurance. This part is hurting. For those who are holding the bag, this is probably hurting so much. For those of you who already did.
Soul Dragons again leading, moving to their second set of double unders. This is definitely uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, because you have already done so much on a bike, on a total bar, and then you get there and you have a compression on your chest. It's hard to breathe.
Toluca also advancing. And Quintal.
Mapana is also there on the second section of double unders. Now it's about who has more accuracy on those double unders and who can hold more there on the bear hug.
Hold that sandbag for longer. It's gonna be a huge step here. Dropping it can be really costly.
Yes. You just have to hold it. As long as your partner is jumping, you have to hold it.
This is really tricky because if your partner triples, it's quite easy to start doing a double under again. But if you drop the sandbag, picking it up again is a lot of work.
That's why I've seen some athletes not putting it down, but resting, like bending their knee and resting with the bag up.
3 teams advanced. Soul Dragons,
Quintal, Mapana. Also in lane 1, CrossFit Inshore is 2 on that section of double unders. .16 in. Hard work. Starting CrossFit advancing all by themselves. Now at Mapana CrossFit advancing.
As we saw before, the workout is not done until it's done. Everything can happen during that bear hug carry.
Yes. Probably going to see them running again, especially because they know there are 2 heats to come.
Look at the athletes' faces holding the sandbags. Lord,
for those of you who had already have the opportunity to perform a workout with a sandbag, you know, for me, it's like one of the worst equipments to move. It's awkward to take it out of the floor, awkward to put on your shoulder, awkward to hold it. And as we have seen with Vitor Loffi, for example, you can be really strong and lift lots of weight, but not go so well when it comes to another kind of equipment.
Soren is performing their last set of double unders.
Followed by Mapana CrossFit, they are pushing. Now Quintal is arriving. Last reps for Soren. And she does.
And they're in. Just under.
No, they have to carry the bag. They have to carry the bag. The athletes forgot. They almost forgot it, but the judge was not going to let them. They have to be at the same time over the line.
What a bad thing to forget, just to be remembered.
Yes. There they go, the last lap for Soren CrossFit.
Also Quintal moving quite fast. And Mapana.
Was
Soren is
interesting
in.
what yeah, they finished. The athlete, the female athlete from Mapana just handed over the bag to her fellow mate. And they finish Mapana CrossFit. Followed by CrossFit Inshore on lane 1.
As you can see, some teams, they are not dropping the bag. They are just like trying to hand it over so they don't have to lift it off the ground.
Yeah, they can save some time. I don't know if it's going to make a huge difference. Tuluca is in. What a fight from teams.
Athlete from Quintal is
Struggling
laying down on the floor, hoping for his life to get back to his body.
I know him. Yeah. This athlete that is with the bag, look how he's struggling. I know him personally. He's Vitor. He has a little bit of a back problem, so this sandbag is not comfortable on your back.
At one, they were doing really well in the toast bars, but they fell behind.
This is so unfortunate. Quintal was in a great position in this heat, but unfortunately Vitor is having some kind of trouble there with his back. But look at his effort. Look at his effort. And they finish. Quintal is
CrossFit
in.
Clan as well is in.
We still have Tupã CrossFit working on their double unders. And now Lane 3, it is CrossFit Club finishing the workout.
Some of the teams that you are watching, they already have moved up on the leaderboard, but we cannot see it today, but we will see this tomorrow.
For example, CrossFit Ponta Negra, who did an amazing job in Event 1.
Look at this athlete's situation.
Yeah. Earlier, you asked me how I thought individual athletes would be tomorrow. I think the individuals will be just fine, but those guys here, the teams, athletes, they are going to suffer.
Good Lord. Back, hamstrings,
Yeah.
forearms.
Just because of the style of the workout and also this movement that is the bear hug hold. It is different when you have to hold it and then you have to carry it.
Yes. It's like half of the time of the workout they are holding the sandbag.
Yes. And as much as they can share it and change athletes, everybody's suffering.
When do you ever work out with a sandbag for 15 minutes without moving?
Yeah, almost never. They should, as we are seeing here. A minute to go. And this is Team Maddock. And this is the last pair for Team Maddock. Maddock or Maddock, we don't know. They are in Team Maddock. There they go, Tupan CrossFit, going for it till the end. This is the kind of mentality that we like to see. Great
Time
job.
is up. Well done.
Congratulations, team. This is the last one for today for those guys. We'll see them again tomorrow. Brutal test of endurance, and they showcase their best, of course.
We have 2 more heats to go.
We are coming down to the
Tô aqui com a
interview.
Soren Soul Dragon, mandando ver no primeiro dia de competições. Uma prova que foi difícil, de pegada, né? Bear Hug, um volume alto de tocho bar da Bonder. Como é que foi a estratégia de vocês para manter esse pique e levar a bateria?
Essa prova, sobreviver, essa prova exige muita resistência muscular, tem que aguentar mesmo a dor. E a gente estava com uma estratégia de tentar aliviar um pouco a bag, tentando trocar bastante para a gente não travar a lombar, glúteo. Volume muito grande de abdômen e antebraço. Na volta, segurar a bag já estava muito difícil. Então a gente tentou dividir bem. A gente fica feliz porque a gente é uma formação nova, a gente está junto há 2 meses só. E a gente se dá muito bem. E com certeza o que faz a gente ir bem na arena é cada um ouvir o outro, saber quais são as dificuldades, compensar aqui um ao outro. Então eu acho que a nossa estratégia de modo geral é entender e ouvir o outro.
Galera, parabéns, um bom descanso para vocês. A gente se vê amanhã. E essa foi a equipe Soul Dragon. Eu volto com vocês aí em cima.
I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy.
Soren Soul Dragons were the winners for hit number 1, and the athletes mentioned that their strategy was to make that heavy sandbag, have a very wise strategy for that, changing it all the time, and it paid off, definitely.
And what I was amazed to hear was the communication part that she spoke about. how communication is important and know each other's weaknesses and strengths, so you can bring out your best and trust that your fellow teammate is going to have your back.
And this is our arena here in Santa Catarina, Florianópolis. What a beautiful city. You can see the beach just over there.
This is so nice how we have this drone here at Copa Sur. This is the 2026 CrossFit Copa Sur from São José, Santa Catarina, Brazil. We are so happy to be here, so happy to have you guys watching us here, cheering for athletes. Look at this day, everything is so bright. This is amazing weekend.
Sunny and hot day here. It was just a cold week, but everything was much better since yesterday. So let's enjoy the beach.
Yes, look at this view. This is so nice. Look at this view.
Yes. Wonderful arena.
So heat 2 is about to start. Another 10 teams trying to do their best to punch their tickets to the CrossFit Games. We have in lane 1, Brave CrossFit 2. We have lane 2, CrossFit Alatus. Lane 3, Vitória Team Sky Hill. Lane 4, AR1 Team. Lane 5, K21 CrossFit Oranges. Lane 6, K21 CrossFit Soul. Lane 7, CrossFit High Pulse. Lane 8, Avante CrossFit. Lane 9, Samurai Team. Lane 10, Alpha CrossFit Colombia.
And these teams, they have been carrying bags today. So previous workout was like warm, and now sandbags. So I'm sure this is gonna have an effect on their body for tomorrow.
Yeah, they had to work with some awkward implements today. Those kinds of implements leave lots of pain in your body.
Midline is gonna be destroyed tomorrow. Ten seconds.
Teams to keep an eye on. AR. AR1 team on lane 4. And also those teams from K21 CrossFit.
We can see that some athletes struggle to pick that sandbag, you know. They try to pick it up before they actually hold it, and it's not gonna go up if you don't hold it well.
You can see teams are going for different strategies here. There are pairs that are doing the 2 laps with the back carry, and there are teams that are changing pairs. Already in lane 10, Alpha CrossFit performing their double unders. Almost everybody now. It seems like it's nothing in the beginning, right? Just there, just started, nothing happening. When you get to the second half of these workouts, everything can be brutal.
This is Luana. She's a very experienced athlete and strong athlete. But you have to have good communication. In a workout like that doesn't mean much to be strong if you do not communicate.
Yeah. Those guys, however, they have the opportunity, team Sky Hill, team Vitória, team Sky Hill, they have the opportunity to train together. They live nearby, so I bet they really worked on communication.
This
And-
team in yellow is the Alpha CrossFit Colombia team.
This is Brave CrossFit team. And advancing is in lane 4, R1 team. Now almost every team there, neck and neck. A little bit more resting in this heat. Let's see if this is going to pay off.
It's not about how fast you get to bars, but how well you can manage when you're coming back from them.
And we can see that the athlete that is jumping the rope they are trying to move as fast as they could so that their fellow teammates don't have to be holding their bags for too long. This is AR1 team on lane 4, currently leading the pack on this heat. And Avanti CrossFit advances to their next section of double unders. Teams are neck and neck there.
Sky Hill, your brand for grips, 15% off. Use the voucher Copa Sur.
R1 is still leading the pack.
Q21 is also doing really well.
This is a long test, the long test of endurance. This is a great workout for us to see how teams are communicating and if they have trained a lot for this competition. And AR1 team is the first team to arrive at those total bar bike section, followed by K21 CrossFit Oranges and K21 CrossFit Soul.
R1 male athletes are breaking in every set of 5, which can be really smart right now.
Yeah, they have a long way to go there on those total bar. They have to perform 160 reps. And the girls are meanwhile sharing 2 kilometers on a bike. So they'll be there for a while. They can break and save their grips. So last team on the double unders CrossFit high pulse. And there they go. Now,
And R1 is the only team where no female athlete has yet done any totes bar, so their strategy is pretty much make the girls go as fast as they can on the bike.
this is a smart one. This is K21. Great team too. Have to keep an eye on them throughout the weekend. I'm amazed about how great teams are here this year. I think the the competition among teams are going to be really fun to watch. Nothing certain.
Definitely, it's really hard to bet who are the top 2 teams this year. We do have teams that have been participating for so many years, but they have changed the lineup, so it's not exactly the same team members, which makes it really hard to predict
What's going to happen, really? At this point, we don't know how many reps they have already done, but the girls from Alpha CrossFit Colombia are finishing their 2-kilometer part.
R1 girls have finished, women have finished the bike. Male athletes are starting the bike now, and the girls are on the toast bars.
Now the girls are going to be only on the bar. Maybe they are doing longer sets.
Seems like a good strategy. They're leading now.
Also, athletes from Alpha CrossFit Colombia, the male pair is already on a bike. K21, Oranges and Soul, male pairs on the bike. And there you see Brave CrossFit 2, the girls have already finished their 2-kilometer on the bike too. This kind of strategy, it seems to me to be worth it a little bit more, just because you can be calmer. You know you have to perform the bike, and then you go to tour body. You don't have to be changing so much.
And making decisions at last minute.
Yes. That and this could be stressful, right?
Definitely, and the girls will have a bit more time to do their toast bars, but probably the male athletes have done a bigger portion of toast bars so far. So
Yes. Nine minutes, 10 minutes in, out of a 25-minute time cap. Not a problem for them.
male athletes on the bike.
For those of you that are watching at home, it could be a little bit confusing because there are so many people on the arena. But these are one of the best teams of our region that are here. It's amazing to watch. Just to be here in this arena is something to praise, right? Because all the effort that they have to put throughout the year to get a spot and try to punch their tickets to the CrossFit Games. Let's see if you can see any hands up from the judges. Well, on the previous heat, teams were advancing around 13 minutes. So let's see if this heat is going to be faster or not.
We can see that with a higher heart rate and with your hip flexors a bit more tired, some teams are suffering to synchronize the toes bars.
When we see Vitória Team Skyhill, what is interesting also about them is the difference in height from the two female athletes. We have Luana, who is so tall, and we have Larissa, who is so short, you know? And they have to synchronize. When we are talking about toast bar, it's not that hard to synchronize, even if you have that kind of difference in heights, but other movements like chest to bar or even pull-ups.
R1, hands up. So it seems like this strategy really paid off.
Yeah, you see boys finish their bike and even went there to complete the total bar. Really nice. Yeah, this is something athletes have to be aware of before going to the arena. Where are you staying? How is the flow of the workout? Because this could cost a few sacred seconds.
2 teams performing their sets of double unders, 3 teams now.
There you see on a screen, the center of a screen. This is K21.
CrossFit Origins. Q21 has 3 teams at this time.
They have a very beautiful history here at Copa Sur and other semifinals. Always coming. Have already put a team on the CrossFit Games. And this is K21.
Q21 is leading now.
You see the difference between the cycle rates of the double unders for the athletes. The athlete from AR1 jumping a little bit slower with a slower frequency if you compare it to the athlete of the K21 team. Oh my God, I would not like to be one of those athletes holding that bag. I've been there, I know how hard it is.
K21, CrossFit Origins, moving first.
Even taking a little bit of rest.
You can see that they are making smart decisions according to the team on the right, which is R1.
Yeah, those guys are so experienced. They have been in this arena other times. They have competed together for a long time. It's so beautiful when you see athletes being able to perform on the arena everything that they train. It's so hard to do. It makes me happy.
Seems like we will have a new time to beat.
Yeah, they have everything to do this. They still have 4+ minutes to finish before the previous time. If they can maintain this pace on the double unders, making close to 0 mistakes, they could take this one. See how fast the K21 female athlete is moving her arms. Very, very good double under.
Fastest double under so far.
Yeah. This is good because the fast you go on a double unders, the less time your mates need to hold the bag.
Definitely.
And AR21 advancing first. neck and neck. R1 team and K21 oranges. Last reps for AR21.
And they're done. R1 have finished and they're gonna walk with their sandbags.
A little bit of a struggle there, but they are running and they are going to beat the time cap, the previous time. K21 is trying to catch them, but not seeing how.
R1s are gonna take that.
Taking the heat and the event so far. And there they go.
They're in at 18:04 unofficially, beating the previous time from heat number 1.
K21 finishing. They were happy.
Avante CrossFit, lane number 8, performing their sets of double unders. That's Brasília. She's a master athlete, 40 years old.
Whoa. I love CrossFit because of that. It doesn't, I mean, of course, the older you are, things goes different, right? But it doesn't matter how old you are, it matters how you perform.
Samurai team, they're gonna start. They're gonna finish their last set of double unders.
And in lane 1 is Brave CrossFit 2, trying to keep their pace and finish the workout.
That's a smart move.
And in lane number 2, CrossFit Alatus, they went with that transition and did not put the back down. And it worth it.
And they're in.
Yeah. And it was worth it. And now lane 10, Alpha CrossFit Colombia. You have to see, athletes cannot put the bag down until their mate arrives. And they done. K21 finished the workout. Here they come, Samurai team. Going for that higher transition strategy.
Dropped it.
Yeah. You see, this is not uncommon. This kind of equipment, usually girls can handle it better because of the weight, the differences in weight. It's usually much harder for boys.
But if you drop it all the time, then
Yeah, you
it
have to
it
pick
can
it
be
up.
really harder. Maybe it's better to take a longer break because you have to go back 2 or 3 steps
Yeah.
every time. This can be really costly.
Not a smart move. Sometimes you want to finish and go faster, but not always is the smartest move. This was a smart call. This was a smart call for Samurai team. the other male athletes went there and changed positions and they could finish. This is Vitória Team Sky Hill going for their last lap. Two and a half minutes to the time cap.
Luana is one of the strongest female athletes in CrossFit. So she's holding that bag, no problem for her, but for her teammates, must be a nightmare
Yes.
to couple with Luana.
Yeah, the expectations go higher, right? This is Avante CrossFit running with the sandbags. You really want to finish. And because of what is happening with Team Vitória Sky Hill, they know they can. Because and they did. They did. This is what we're talking about. It's not over until it's over. So you are falling behind, but something can happen with the other athletes, and you just pass them.
One athlete jumping. Still have one team on the floor.
Yeah, this is CrossFit High Pulse. They also struggled a little bit on the first event and
With the warm.
are falling behind here too. Uh, 40 seconds left. They are probably going to finish this portion and .30 seconds. Come on, guys.
And this is Tasia Dada calling out her teammates to grab that sandbag.
15 seconds. Look how fast he's jumping, trying to accumulate as much reps as he can. This is nice. Everybody's clapping here. Amazing. But he was not happy with his teammate. So Heat 2 for teams are done. Those guys can rest for the rest of the day, and tomorrow they have 3 more tests until we find out which team is going to the 2026 CrossFit Games.
Tomorrow we have some heavy barbells. It's gonna be
Interesting.
great to watch.
Yes. What a great effort for those teams, and what a great workout did AR1 team. We are hearing from them
There they
in
are.
just a moment. They are so experienced, so well
You can see
behaved.
the athlete there looking to make sure she didn't drop the
Dos
sandbag.
eventos, dos entrevistas, garantizaron autopuntajes muy importante para un cupo en el hit final. ¿En qué momento sintieron que estaban con la victoria en esta prueba? ¿Y cuánto de esto te da ganas para mañana?
Bueno, fue un gol muy parejo. Se empezó a definir después de los segundos top to bar. Así que era ir viendo cómo venían los otros equipos. Ya no puedo hablar. Transicionarlo mejor y en realidad nunca damos por ganado el WOD hasta que cruzamos la línea de meta. Es así, es lo que nos dijo él. Hasta que no terminemos el WOD, no ganamos ni perdimos. Estamos haciéndolo así de contentos con este arranque. Obrigado.
Desde a Argentina, então, para vocês aí a R1, parabéns.
That was amazing from AR1 team. They must be so proud of themselves of the day they did today. And as we heard from him, they were neck and neck with everybody else, and things started to be a little bit better after the total bar set. But still, they know it's not over until it's over. They have a big day tomorrow, but they are sure going for tomorrow with the spirits, with the high spirits, right?
Definitely. Today, it's like setting the tone for the rest of the competition. Especially for teams. Tomorrow is their last day. And here we have the top 10 teams so far. Great names. Starting CrossFit, they won CrossFit Copa Sur last year. Q21 CrossFit, they have been to the games already. And Hendersonville Mayhem, who are sitting in first place.
Yes, this team is one to watch. CrossFit Hendersonville team is one of those that are really, really going to fight for their tickets to the CrossFit Games, so expectations are high. Athletes are getting set. So the time to beat is 18 minutes-ish. And let's see how fast those guys can go.
Our team also had a great performance. Let's keep an eye on them. 30 seconds. And athletes are discussing there how to hold that bar really, that sandbag really fast.
Judges organizing everything. Athletes should be with both foot on the red mat.
Athletes cannot touch their equipment or change any setting before the event starts.
And here we go. Final heat for teams. This is not going to be easy. Look how fast team made for Jesus Saves are going. They have already done it. First one, now the second. First team starting the double unders. Lane number 4, sorry. Lane number 3.
Power team leading the pack. Athletes performing their double unders. Some athletes are already wearing their belts, getting ready for that sandbag hold.
Let's see who is going to advance first. And this is them, power team.
CrossFit Overking team also advancing.
For this part of the workout, we are not going to see much separation. Things start to get a little bit more different on the bike total bar portion.
Soren is advancing. Q21 and Over King were the first 3 teams to advance.
And this on your screen is Chiquinho, one of our legends here in Brazil. This is Soaring CrossFit on your screen. This team is already working together for many years. Last year they won Copa Sur, but unfortunately no team punched tickets from Copa Sur last year because of the qualifying path was a little bit different. But this year they can try again. All athletes are neck and neck in this portion of the workout.
These in the beach shorts is Over King. Let's keep an eye on them.
And
We have-
Hendersonville leading the pack here.
They look unfazed.
They are, just talking and small talk there. Nothing's going on. Just here holding this sandbag, doing fine.
What are we going to have for dinner tomorrow?
Yes, this is great. And there they go.
Let's see which strategy they're going to use. I'm quite curious.
Yes. Oh, I think the girl is going to get in the bar to perform the toast bar.
Let's see. Now we have the second team getting in, which is Over King CrossFit team. Yes, you're right. Third team getting into the toast bars is Power Team and then Soaring CrossFit.
As an athlete, of course, you have to be aware of what happened in the previous heats, and you also benefit to have people helping you in watching the competition to let you know what happened before. However, once you are inside the arena, you have to have your plan and stick to the plan for as long as you can. Everybody's crushing it. Look at this cadence, how hard they are going on those bikes. Something happened with K21.
Yeah. No,
We don't see them in the arena. Yeah.
In Move clothes, use your voucher Copa Sur 15 to get 15% off.
This is made for GC
hands up for Mayhem.
Teams are putting down some work here. Girls are about to finish.
And they have finished.
Yes.
Male athletes for Mayhem on the bar, on the bike.
Unfortunately, we do not know what happened to K21 on CrossFit, but they are not here. Maybe they had some
This is
issue.
Overking.
This is Overking CrossFit on your screen right now. Also, Made for Jesus saves. The girls have already finished the bike portion. I think they have a chance to go a little bit faster than the previous heat because the guys only started around minute 9.
And if you look at the Mayhem team, you can see the athlete on the bike looking back and communicating with his team like all the time. This is what makes a big difference in a team division.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he might be asking how much they have already done, because if he has done so much more on the bike, he can rest a little bit, just slow his rate, prepare for what's coming next. Almost 10 minutes in.
Great work from Hendersonville Mayhem.
In lane 7, we have 124 reps in, not official because I just heard it from the arena.
Our leaders are Overking and Mayhem.
It's hard at this moment. It's hard for us to know what is going on there, but we are here expecting to see which team is going to advance first. And Hendersonville Mayhem is almost there on their total bar and bike.
Hands up for Mayhem. 5 toast bars left. And 500 meters left.
And Overking has already finished their set of total bar. Just waiting for the boys to finish on a bike.
They're neck to neck right now.
Hendersonville has already finished their total bar, but they can only advance when the boys have done their part on the bike.
And Mayhem advances.
"12 minutes on the clock." I think they are about to beat the previous times.
You can see a lot of communication going there. The Mayhem team.
Yeah. This is important because
It's a lot of
yeah,
communication.
and it's important because if you drop the bag before your teammate stops jumping, or if you stop jumping and you leave your teammates holding the bag for too long, it can cost so much. Overking CrossFit, neck and neck, too.
And made for Jesus saves as well.
Yeah. So we have Starting, Power Team, Made for Jesus Saves, Overking CrossFit, and Hendersonville Mayhem. Also, Pan CrossFit, everybody on their jump, double under part of this workout. This is Power Team advancing to the second section.
And Mayhem advancing again.
Yeah, they have assumed the lead and they do not want to let it go.
She tripled on,
The other jump rope there.
yes. Athletes exchanging places.
They are still leading the pack.
Over King reaching. And three more teams.
Power Team to get also there.
Pelotão.
Made for Jesus Save is arriving now. And you see how Hendersonville Mayhem team, they start moving backwards first. They do not even they do not even wait for their fellow teammate to finish the set of double unders, and they start moving back.
Look how fast he can do those double unders.
And this is Power Team and Overking and Starting. Breaking a little bit more there on the jump, on the double unders. Last set for Hendersonville Mayhem. But the fight for the second place in this heat is brutal.
Power Team advancing first for their last set of double unders. How nice is this view with our drone Hands up for Mayhem.
And they done.
And now it's a sandbag run.
Yeah. Now it's just glory. Well ahead of the previous time. I think it's going to be over 2 minutes. And power team also.
Our team over.
She has to wait. She has to wait. And this is Mayhem.
And we're in at 17:54 unofficially. Starting CrossFit also. Running with their sandbags.
Power team going for their second lap.
Q21 also on their last set of sandbags.
And this is Over King. Power team. Over King. What a nice job. Here comes Soren. Lane 5 about to finish. Here it comes. Made for Jesus saves. Much faster than the previous heats. Punk CrossFit is going for their last lap.
Two teams performing. This time walking with a sandbag, not running.
That's something that I like about teams, how they try to wear the same clothes. This is a big thing, you know, when you are in a team. I've been competing with teams for as long as I can remember, and it was a big deal, you know. Which kind of clothes are you going to wear? Let's make it the same.
Definitely.
Still have 5 minutes to go, so plenty of time for those teams to finish. In lane number 1, we still have CrossFit Pravati working.
They're walking. Moving on to their last set.
Last run.
CrossFit Pravati on the right of the screen. And they're in.
And in lane number 2, CrossFit Alatus still work. Peloton CrossFit working on their last side of the ball unders. Lightbox CrossFit also working on the last set of double unders. This is not an easy workout. Test of endurance, test of mental fitness, test of resilience, because you have to endure while it's hurting and a lot.
Look how heavy and clumsy that sandbag is.
They are in.
Not just yet.
Yeah. What just happened here? I don't know if I mean, you have to talk to your teammate first, because if the girl, she just hand the bag over, but the boy let it drop, it can cost a little bit more for those who are holding it for longer.
And they're in. The last team for their sandbags.
And this is Lightbox going for their last lap. They have to go together. And we are done. All teams had finished. What an amazing event and what an amazing effort from the teams. And Hendersonville Mayhem have put a statement here, taking both events.
Definitely.
Let's go down to hear from them. What
Two events, two interviews. Being in the last heat helps a lot because you know the time to beat. Did you guys have any time to talk? And because we know we come here before the event with a strategy to approach it, but did you guys change anything knowing the time to beat, or you did just what you planned before?
No, we kind of just went out there and did what we know we can do. I feel like we're good making some on-the-fly calls, but we did have a strategy going out there. We followed it pretty close. We executed. That's all we wanted to go out there and do.
Congratulations once again. So, pessoal então lá dos Estados Unidos, CrossFit Hendersonville. Parabéns. Congratulations. Valeu.
And that's a wrap. And we are so happy to have watched this kind of performances today. Athletes just had a beautiful, beautiful show. And we could see how great this weekend is going to be.
It was amazing. Day one is in the books for the elite teams and elite athletes. And I guess that we can already see that the team from Mayhem who is competing here has a very strong skills. So we are hoping to see what they can bring tomorrow. What about the individual athletes? What can we tell about them?
Yeah, the fight is not even begun, because we had just one event today. We have still 5 to come. So a lot of things can happen. I am so excited.
Especially because the individual athletes will have 3 events on Sunday. So until the end of Saturday, we know nothing about it.
Yeah, the big day is coming already yet. And tomorrow, stay with us because we are getting to know which team is punching their tickets to the 2026 CrossFit Games.
Exactly. Thank you for being here with us. Bring us your energy, and I hope you're enjoying Copa Sur in Santa Catarina.
See you tomorrow.
See you.
e os melhores judges do Brasil já na arena.
Comienzan a ingresar los teams. Vamos a tener el andarivel número 10, Super Forchi. En el número 9, Soul. En el número 8, Birsky. En el número 7, Elite 4. En el número 6, Corulla. En el número 5, CFPG. En el número 4, CrossFit Vitalice. En el número 3, Morumbi. En el número 2, Esparta. En el número 1, Team de Pedra. Completan así este hit y se disponen en sus posiciones para realizar el segundo evento en este primer día de competencia de Copa Sur 2026.
Atletas, façam os ajustes necessários e caminhem para o piso vermelho, por favor. Atenção, atletas, 1 minuto. Todos os atletas no piso vermelho, por favor. Todos os atletas no piso vermelho. Atenção, atletas, 30 segundos. Atletas, 10 segundos. Stand by. Inicia Experience, categoria Scale. Aqui na Arena Copa Sur 2026.
Así es, y comienza este hit a realizar su segundo evento.
E os atletas têm um time cap de 25 minutos. A prova inicia com bear hug. São 2 chegadas. Eles vão e voltam novamente. E só então iniciam os double unders. Enquanto um atleta faz double under, 2 atletas seguram em hold.
Acercándonos al primer minuto, los atletas sumando repeticiones, tratando de completar sus primeros 400 repeticiones de doble unders en este primer día de competencia de Copa Sur 2026.
E quem será o primeiro time a avançar? É ali na raia 9. Soul Dragon, acompanhado da raia 3, Morumbi CrossFit, e da raia 2, a galera da Esparta FC.
Avanza también Corulla y Elite 4. Siguen sumando repeticiones y seguimos viviendo este primer día de competencia de Copa Sur, acercándonos a los 2 minutos.
Avança mais uma vez, liderando a prova raia 9. Os meninos da Soul Dragon, acompanhado da Esparta FC. e da Morumbi CrossFit. Mão levantada na raia 4, mão levantada na raia 6, CrossFit Vitalize e Coruja Team.
Pasadito los 2 minutos. Avanzan. En el andarivel número 9. Soul.
São eles, Soul Dragon, que venceram a bateria passada. Eles venceram a primeira prova, estão liderando mais uma vez a bateria, os meninos da raia 9 da Soul Dragon.
Se suma también el andarivel número 3, en el 2, en el 1. Team de Pedra, Esparta, Morumbi. Y siguen sumando repeticiones. ¿Quién va a ser el primer equipo en ingresar a quemar esa bicicleta y a sumar esas repeticiones? 3 minutos, 30 segundos.
Lembrando que o time cap da prova é de 25 minutos, Mica. E eles vão se aproximando da quilometragem na bike. Eles vão chegando na bike e provavelmente o primeiro time a chegar na bike são os meninos da raia 9. Mão levantada para eles na raia 9. Soul Dragon será o primeiro time a iniciar na bike.
Así es, Soul Dragon comienzan con su segunda parte en este segundo evento, primer día de competencia. Se suman también en el andarivel número 1, Team de Pedra.
Soul Dragon começa a abrir uma vantagem na raia 9, Team de Pedra. Chega agora também para o Tossiubá, enquanto um atleta pedala, um atleta fica em hold e um terceiro atleta realiza Tossiubá.
Se suma en el andarivel número 2, el Team Esparta. Acercándonos a los primeros 5 minutos. ...160 tostugar sincronizados, 2000 metros en bicicleta para ellas y 3000 para los hombres. Y seguimos viviendo este primer día pasaditos de los 5 minutos.
...50 repetições já na raia 9 para os meninos da Soul Dragon. 50 repetições. E na bike deles chegaram já a 1 quilômetro de distância, com 62 repetições.
Seis minutos.
Chegando a 60 repetições, time de Pedra, com 1 quilômetro e 300 metros na bike.
6 minutos, casi 30 segundos. Siguen los atletas quemando, sumando repeticiones. ¿Quién será el primero en dejar esa estructura? Lo sabremos en un ratito nada más.
...70 repetições para os meninos da Esparta FC. E eles já acumularam na bike 1,5 quilômetro. Com 63 repetições na raia 3, Morumbi CrossFit. E na bike, acumulado 1,5 km.
Siete minutos 30 segundos.
Chegando a 2 km na bike, com 74 repetições de toes to bar na raia 4. ...88 repetições para Coruja Team, acumulando na bike 1.900 metros.
...125 repeticiones para el Team Soul Dragon. Pasaditos los 8 minutos.
...69 repetições e iniciando na bike o primeiro. Aqui para Elite 4 na raia 7. Já com 200 metros. ...1.700 metros. Na bike, na raia 8. Com 59 repetições de toes to bar.
Pasaditos los 9 minutos.
Lembrando que são 25 minutos de time cap. Mão levantada para os meninos da Soul Dragon. E 1.300 metros para eles. Lembrando que eles têm que concluir 3.000 metros. Chegando agora na raia 9, o time que está liderando a bateria, Soul Dragon. Eles que venceram também a primeira prova, chegando agora a 1.700 metros.
...10 minutos, casi 30 segundos. Seguimos viviendo este primer día de Copa Sur 2026.
É, com eles, com a melhor categoria. Categoria Scale na Arena Copa Sur. Restando 800 metros na raia 9. Os meninos da Soul Dragon seguem liderando a bateria.
El Team Sparta ya sumó y finalizó con sus 160 repeticiones de toes to bar. ...11 minutos, casi 30 segundos.
Faltando 400 metros para os meninos da raia 9 ser o primeiro time a voltar para a corda. Mão levantada na raia 9. Cadê a torcida da Soul Dragon? Porque eles foram os primeiros Os primeiros a retornar para o Double Under.
Team Soul Dragon ya realizando sus 400 repeticiones de doble under. Se suma también el under nivel número 2, Esparta.
Chega agora Team de Pedra na raia 1. Chega também no Double Under.
Ya son 3 los equipos realizando sus segundas repeticiones de doble under. Son 400.
E a raia 9 continua abrindo vantagem. Soul Dragon já na segunda casa para mais 100 Double Unders. Chega também Esparta FC na raia 2. Se aproxima agora Coruja Team para iniciar o Double Under.
Se suma también Team de Pedra y siguen sumando repeticiones cuando nos acercamos a los 14 minutos.
Então segue liderando a prova Soul Dragon, acompanhado de Esparta FC, time de Pedra, em terceiro.
Siguen avanzando Esparta, avanza también Team de Pedra, siguen sumando repeticiones.
Chegando a 14 minutos e 20 de prova. Lembrando que são 25 minutos. E os meninos do time de Pedra vêm acelerando no Double Under. E ultrapassa Esparta FC, time de Pedra. E cadê a torcida do time de Pedra? Faz barulho aí, time de Pedra. Eles se aproximam da Soul Dragon na raia 9. Chega Esparta FC. E Soldagro abre os últimos Double Unders.
minutos, 30 segundos.
Time de Pedra avança para os últimos Double Unders.
Avanza también Coruja Team. Últimas repeticiones para Soul Dragon.
Chega Esparta FC para as últimas repetições de Double Under. E Soul Dragon inicia suas duas passagens de Beer Hug Carry. Inicia também na raia 1 time de Pedra. E cadê a torcida do time de Pedra?
Está muy peleado esto. 16 minutos 35 segundos.
Vem para fechar a prova na raia 9. E fecha a prova. Soul Dragon vencendo mais uma prova.
¿Quién va a ser el segundo equipo en sumarse a Soul Dragon? 17 minutos.
Time de Pedra abre a última passagem. E vem para fechar a prova na raia 1, time de pedra, fecha na raia 1. Esparta precisa voltar. Passam os 4 pés da linha vermelha e sai para a última ida. Vem para fechar a prova na raia 2. Esparta, FC, fecham a prova na raia 2.
18 minutos.
Briga boa agora na raia 4, raia 6 e raia 10. Eles não soltam e correm. E quem vai fechar primeiro? Raia 4 para. Raia 10 acelera. Superforce fecha na raia 10. Fecha a raia 4, CrossFit Vitalize. Fecha a raia 6, Coruja Team.
Morumbi CrossFit finaliza también con su prueba en este primer día. Pasaditos los 19 minutos.
Fecha, tem que voltar, mas fecha agora. Raia 7, Elite 4 fechando a prova. Vem para fechar agora. Morumbi CrossFit fechando a prova também. E galera, ainda resta um time nos Double Under. Você que fechou sua prova, vamos dar aquela moral agora para os meninos da BR Skin Trib na raia 8, com 19 minutos e 45 segundos. Eles estão realizando o Double Under. Então você que já fechou sua prova, chega mais, vem cá, vamos dar aquela força e torcida. Faz barulho, aê Copa Sur.
20 minutos, vamos, el aliento. Pa.
Você que já terminou, chega mais e eles avançam mais uma casa. Com 20 minutos e 20 segundos de prova.
$20 minutos 30 segundos.
Ele segura no hold. Inicia o Double Under. Faz barulho, aê, Copa Sur. Faz barulho. Que isso é categoria scale na Arena Copa Sur. É sofrido, mas só acaba quando o último termina. Vamos, torcida. Faz barulho, aê, Copa Sur. Faz barulho, você que já terminou sua prova. Vamos mandar aquela energia boa. Inicia novamente nos Double Unders. Chegando agora a 21 minutos e 40 segundos. Eles avançam para a última casa, para os últimos Double Unders. Lembrando que o time cap da prova é de 25 minutos. Bate na palma da mão aí, torcida. Bate na palma da mão. Faz barulho, Copa Sur. Restando um pouco menos de 3 minutos para acabar. Ela inicia os double unders.
Sigo. 2 minutos 30 segundos, vamos.
Faltando 2 minutos e meio. E a galera começa a mandar aquela mensagem de apoio. Copa Sur, faz barulho, torcida. Faltando 18 repetições, torcida. Vamos fazer barulho para os meninos. Faltando 2 minutos para acabar. Faltando 10 repetições. Mão levantada para ele fechar os double unders. Eles vão iniciar. Faltando 1 minuto e meio. Eles vão iniciar o bear hug. São 2 chegadas. E ele sai. E a galera vai junto. Faz barulho, Copa Sur. Faz barulho, torcida. Vai, torcida, faz barulho, aê, Copa Sur, porque falta agora 1 minuto. É a última ida e volta. Faz barulho, torcida, faz barulho, Copa Sur. Isso é Experience Scale, isso é Copa Sur e fecha a prova. Uma salva de palmas. Que é isso, hein? E essa foi Experience Scale, viu? Não R não, Scale. dentro de instantes. E eles vêm chegando, então faz barulho aí para eles, galera. Na raia 10, Team Pelotão. Na raia 9, Team Pedrinha. Na raia 8, CF Ponta Negra. Na raia 7, Red Move Dream Team. Na raia 6, FB CrossFit. Na raia 5, CrossFit Moca. Na raia 4, Team Símio. Na raia 3, Team Bunker. Na raia 2, CF Pomeroid. E na raia 1, Team CFF Continente. Atletas, atenção todos os atletas no tapete vermelho. 1 minuto. Atenção todos os atletas no tapete vermelho. 30 segundos. Atenção, atletas, 10 segundos. Stand by.
Avanzan los equipos y se disponen a realizar su segundo y primer día de competencia de Copa Sur 2026. Siguen avanzando. Vamos a ver quién es el primer equipo que se dispone a sumar sus repeticiones, sus 400 doble unders. Pasaditos los 30 segundos. Siguen avanzando.
Raia 9 é o primeiro time, Team Pedrinha, a iniciar os double unders. Acompanhado de raia 1, 3, 4, 5 y raia 6.
Ya casi todos los equipos comienzan con sus 400 repeticiones. ¿Cuándo pasó un poquito más de 1 minuto?
É, e quem será o primeiro time a avançar? Mão levantada na raia 9, mas avança primeiro raia 5 e raia 7. CrossFit Moca y Dream Team.
Avanzan también en el anda nivel número 4, en el número 3. Pasadito a los 2 minutos.
É, são 400 double unders, Mica. 400 repetições, enquanto 2 atletas seguram em hold.
siguen avanzando los equipos, siguen sumando repeticiones cuando pasaron 2 minutos 45 segundos.
Terminando as 400 repetições, os atletas irão iniciar 160 sincro toast to bar. Enquanto as meninas pedalam 2 quilômetros, e logo em seguida os meninos 3 quilômetros, para só então retornar para a corda, realizar 400 double unders novamente e finalizar com os 240 foots sincro bear hug carry.
Así es, Lala, y son 25 minutos el time cap de este evento. Acercándonos a los primeros 4 minutos.
E na raia 9, Team Pedrinha, acompanhado dos meninos da raia 7, Dream Team, liderando a prova. Chegando a 4 minutos e meio de prova. Avança CrossFit Moca, avança para as últimas repetições de double under, acompanhado da raia 9, Team Pedrinha, e da raia 1, Team CFF Continente.
Acercándonos a los primeros 5 minutos.
E agora todos os times nas últimas repetições de double under para iniciar o toast to bar. E a raia 7, Dream Team, é o primeiro time a iniciar o toast to bar, acompanhada da raia 5 da CrossFit Moca. Chega também na raia 9, Team Pedrinha, e chega a raia 1, CFF Continente.
Así es, ya son 4 los equipos que se disponen a realizar sus repeticiones de toast to bar.
São 160 sincro toast to bar, enquanto as meninas pedalam 2 quilômetros. Em seguida, os meninos 3 quilômetros.
Así es, con un time cap de 25 minutos, primer día de competencia de Copa Sur 2026, nos acercamos a los 6 minutos 30 segundos.
E vamos passar as parciais. Por enquanto, dos meninos que estavam liderando a prova, 30 toast to bar. E na bike, com 600 metros. Timoca, que chegou em segundo na bateria, no toast to bar, eles agora chegam a 32 repetições de toast to bar. E na bike, 1 quilômetro acumulado.
7 minutos, casi 40 segundos.
Lembrando que o time cap dessa prova, Mika, é de 25 minutos. Passando agora raia por raia, iniciando aqui na raia 10, Team Pilotão. repetições de Toshibá para eles, enquanto na bike já tem 300 metros. Na raia 9, Team Pedrinha. 74 repetições de Toshibá e na bike com 1.600 metros.
8 minutos, casi 40 segundos.
Na raia 8, CF Ponta Negra. Com 46 repetições de Toshibá e 1.300 metros na bike. Raia 7, Dream Team, com 81 repetições de Toshibá e 1.900 metros. (67 repetições para FB CrossFit na raia 6 e inicia o primeiro homem para os 3 quilômetros na bike. Na raia 5, a CrossFit Moca com 61 Toshibá. E também inicia os meninos com 300 metros na bike. Na raia 4, Team Símio.
Acercándonos a los 10 minutos.
(59 repetições de Toshibá na raia 4. E também já iniciando na bike, o primeiro atleta masculino com 200 metros. Os meninos da Team Bunker. 100 repetições de Toshibá. Também já no atleta masculino na bike com 500 metros. A CF Pomerode com 90 Toshibá e 400 metros na bike.
11 minutos.
A Team CFF Continente com 100 repetições de Toshibá e na bike já 1 quilômetro e 100 metros. Chegando agora a 11 minutos e 45 segundos de cap. Lembrando que o time cap dessa prova é de 25 minutos. E até agora nenhum time fechou o Toshibá, Mika. Chegamos a 12 minutos e 20 de prova. E quem será o primeiro time a finalizar o Toshibá?
¿Quién será el primero en finalizar, en terminar con esas 160 repeticiones?
E ainda não temos mão levantada, mas vamos atrás de quem estava liderando a prova. São os meninos aqui da Raia 7, Dream Team.
Time cap de 25 minutos.
E mão levantada na Raia 7. Faltando 5 repetições para eles fecharem o Toast to Bar. E eles fecham em 160 repetições de Toast to Bar. Restando agora somente a bike para retornar para os double unders. Faltando 400 metros aqui na raia 7 para o Dream Team fechar a bike e retornar para os double unders.
Minutos.
Fecha também os Toast to Bar na raia 9, Team Pedrinha.
Siguen los atletas dejando todo en este primer día de competencia. Avanzan. Dream Team en el anda nivel número 7. Avanza el Team Pedrina también en el número 9. Team Bunker se suman en el anda nivel número 3 y comienzan a sumar sus repeticiones de doble unders cuando pasaron casi 15 minutos.
E a briga tá boa entre Team Pedrinha, Dream Team na raia 7 e os meninos da Team Bunker na raia 3. Somente eles na volta do Double Under, chegando agora também Team CFF Continente. Mas Dream Team avança na raia 7, com 15 minutos e 20 de prova. E a torcida começa a fazer barulho para os meninos. Cadê? Faz barulho, torcida. Faz barulho aí para os meninos, que a briga tá boa. A briga tá boa. Avança agora Team Pedrinha na raia 9.
Avanza en el anda nivel número 3, Team Bunker. Quienes siguen sumando repeticiones cuando pasaron poco más de 16 minutos.
Raia 7 avança mais uma vez e continua abrindo vantagem. Com 16 minutos e 30 segundos de cap. Lembrando que o cap dessa prova é de 25 minutos. Red Mob, Dream Team continua liderando a prova.
$17 minutos.
Avança raia 3, Team Bunker. E a torcida começa a fazer barulho para os meninos da raia 7. Avança mais uma casa Team CFF Continente. E vem para assumir o terceiro lugar da bateria.
Acercándonos a los 18 minutos.
Eles retornam para a corda novamente, raia 7, os meninos da Red Mob Dream Team. Eles seguem liderando a prova e abrindo vantagem, mas chega na raia 3, Team Bunker.
$18 minutos 40 segundos.
Dream Team quebra na corda. Team Bunker inicia a corda na raia 3.
Tie cap de 25 minutos en este evento, segundo evento en este primer día de competencia de Copa Sur.
Avança para a última casa, Red Mob Dream Team.
Así es, avanza Dream Team y se dispone a realizar sus últimas repeticiones para completar sus 400 doble unders.
E eles seguem isolados, abrindo vantagem da raia 3, Team Bunker.
Casi 20 minutos.
E somente eles nos últimos double under. Eles vão abrindo vantagem. Chega agora Team Bunker na raia 3. Com 20 minutos e 20 segundos eles finalizam o double under. E cadê a torcida do Dream Team? Cadê a torcida da raia 7, a galera da Red Mob? Faz barulho aí!
20 minutos 40 segundos.
São duas chegadas de Bear Hug, Kelly. Eles vão para os últimos metros. Com 21 minutos de cap. Cadê a torcida da Red Mob? Porque eles vêm para fechar a prova. Ela segura e hold. Ele vem no sacrifício. Torcida, faz barulho para ele, torcida.
21 minutos, casi 40 segundos.
Ele vem no sacrifício para fechar a prova.
Team Bunker también
E eles
avanza.
fecham a prova na raia 7. Red Mob, Dream Team.
Acercándonos a los últimos 3 minutos. Sigue avanzando Team Bunker en el anda nivel número 3.
Eles saem juntos, raia 2, raia 3.
2 minutos 30 segundos.
minutos.
Llegan ellos a nivel número 3. Team Bunker. Se suma el team Pomerode en el nivel número 2. 2 minutos.
Fecha a raia 6, FB CrossFit.
Siguen los atletas tratando de finalizar. Cuando nos quedan
Faltando agora 1 minuto e meio para acabar o cap. Team Pedrinha sai para seus últimos metros de bear hug carry.
último minuto.
Fecha a prova raia 9, Team Pedrinha.
Siguen los atletas tratando de finalizar con este segundo evento en este primer día de competencia y nos van a quedar 40 segundos.
Atenção, atletas! 30 segundos.
Vamos, 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 que no queda nada. Últimos 20 segundos.
Atenção, atletas! 10 segundos. 5 segundos. Uma salva de palmas. Faz barulho aí, Copa Sur.